Hello, my name is Shannon Westerlin, and this is my internship presentation. I did my internship at a nonprofit organization called Robin's Nest. Their mission statement is keeping students in school, eliminating barriers, breaking cycles, putting students on a path to self-sufficiency. Their vision is to provide resources, funds, and support to our at-risk and homeless students in the Huntington Beach and Newport Mesa school districts. Robin says we have the opportunity and responsibility as a community to take care of these students and not leave them behind. Some of the things they do is offer life skill classes, mental health therapy, safe housing, basic needs such as food and clothing, financial stipends such as gas cards and gift cards to grocery stores. And they also do fundraisers, canned food drives, and they recently had a big holiday food bag drive where if you see in the lower left hand corner, that's just a portion of the food that they were able to send out to all the local schools. And the clothes that get donated either go straight to the students or it goes to the Threads pop-up shop where they raise more money for Robin's Nest to provide additional resources for the students. And there's also fundraisers such as golf tournaments and the chili cook-off. The way I found Robin's Nest was a combination of resources. In some of my previous classes, I had to interview people who were involved with nonprofit organizations, and one of them happened to be part of Robin's Nest. I also reached out to the local Facebook group when I was looking for an internship, and several people recommended Robin's Nest. I checked my church's list of nonprofit organizations, and Robin's Nest was part of that list as well. And I've applied to several different organizations, and Robin's Nest saw something in me and decided to take me on. They gave me a lot of responsibilities, a lot of tasks. I helped prepare envelopes and I handled phone calls. I answered the phone and I made phone calls and I wrote thank you letters and birthday cards. And one of the first big things they had me do was update the food pantry and mental health services resource list. I called different organizations to check if they still offer the food pantry and what their hours are. And the last major thing they had me do was create a life skills slideshow. And the topic was how to obtain a job. And I just shared my experience on how to look for a job and how to dress for an interview and how to maintain a clean and appropriate professional social media. The ways I was able to help Robin's Nest was by providing a positive work atmosphere. I was a team player. I was reliable. I showed up every day that I was assigned to show up, and I was diligent in everything I did. And I helped alleviate the workload by helping in any way that I could. I benefited from this experience in so many ways. Just to mention a couple, I was able to learn how to adapt if I was working on the thank you cards, but they wanted me to sort through the water packets instead. I was able to easily switch over to that task instead. And I become more attentive to detail. At the start of my internship, I used to just sort out the letters and set them aside, and I told them, okay, I got the letters done, and they asked me how many, and I had to go back and count. Now I keep track of how many I do. I tell them, okay, I did 50 letters. And I was able to connect several of my classes to this internship. For instance, from family relations, I was able to see how students from various backgrounds come to Robin's Nest to receive help from the student care team. From parenting, I was able to be aware of cultural differences while coming up with recipes for the students to use over the holidays. I knew how to adjust the recipes so that more students would be able to enjoy it. And from child and family advocacy, I was able to recognize the importance of giving priority to raising well-adjusted teenagers and responsible citizens. I was able to help the student care team with this by helping with the thank you cards so they can focus more on the students themselves. So is interning at Robin's Nest worth the experience? That'll be a yes. Robin's Nest has a great supervisor. There's flexible hours, helpful and friendly coworkers. You gain experience around the office. You get to work with the student care team. You know you are really helping the local students, and you get to know your community because there's all kinds of people coming in to drop off money, clothes, food. You get to know everybody. It's great. So if you are in the Southern California area and you're interested in interning at this organization, you can reach out to Robin Wood, and this is her email address. And I'm sure if you live elsewhere, you can find an organization similar to hers. Thank you for watching my presentation, and I wish you the best of luck in finding your internship.